What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Burrow77, and college basketball is so very back. I wanted to bring you guys a little pre-recorded content. I know above me it says NCAA Basketball Live. I will be doing live shows in addition to pre-recorded content this season, but with today's slate being a lot of big game blowouts, warm-up games for the major programs, I did at least want to show you what my template's going to look like and what you can expect to see from me a little bit. In addition to doing live streams with guests who I conveniently made space for right over here, if you're interested in being a guest, feel free to jump in my DMs and let me know. We can find a way to work together this season. And even when I don't have guests on the program, I still will be doing live shows solo. My goal this season will be to do at least 3 of these a week for the live shows, as well as bringing you additional pre-recorded content much like this. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. I have a game I really like today, which is Santa Clara at St. Louis University, aka the Billikens or SLU. This is a neutral site tournament game taking place in South Dakota. Santa Clara finished in the top of the WCC last season, and St. Louis went through a lot of injuries and turmoil and has since changed a lot about their squad and will look to challenge for the top of the A10 this season. The roster construction of these two programs is entirely different. Santa Clara recruits freshmen hard out of high school and has a lot of homegrown talent, whereas SLU has brought in Indiana State head coach Josh Schertz. Schertz brought with him some big-name players from Indiana State last season like Robbie Avila, as well as Isaiah Swope. SLU was very active in the transfer portal this offseason, bringing in the likes of Josiah Dolzer, a 6'3" sophomore guard from Creighton, AJ Casey, a 6'8" power forward sophomore out of Chicago transferring in from Miami, and Kobe Johnson, who is questionable today, who is a West Virginia transfer. SLU will need to gel together as a team today, where they will be running a lot of pick and roll with Robbie Avila. Josiah Dolzer and Swoop will be running a lot of this pick and roll with Avila at the top of the key. So how these two guards gel together with Robbie on the pick and roll will be very important for St. Louis being able to score today. Santa Clara is one of the tallest teams in the NCAA. They really get after it with their tall front court and go after the boards hard. Santa Clara will have the edge in offensive and defensive rebounding, and the battle on the glass today is going to be very important to who comes away a winner. Another major factor in this game is going to be ball security. SLU has the guards that like to pick your pocket, and they can steal the ball and create quick transition turnover buckets. And despite Santa Clara's height, they do lack some discipline when it comes to ball security, so the Billikens should have a nice little edge there. SLU should have an advantage in shooting the three-point ball and the mid-range today, whereas Santa Clara, as we discussed, one of the tallest teams, should have a major advantage in points in the paint, as well as with second chance points created off of offensive rebounds. This is a tight spread on a tight game, and I'm very excited to see what SLU has together and if they can challenge for the top of the A10. Santa Clara is an old school program that didn't make any sort of noise in the transfer portal. So for people who are angry with the transfer portal and some of the rules around it, Santa Clara is definitely a team to watch. In a tournament on a neutral site location, I'm going to go ahead and back SLU and the Billikens. You can take them plus 1.5 or plus 2. The market is kind of all over the place on the spread, but I am going to take SLU on the money line at plus 110, available on FanDuel and ESPN Bet. This game tips off at 3 p.m. Eastern time and will be available for free to everybody through YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to check the links right down here below to subscribe to my YouTube page, which costs you absolutely nothing and it helps me out a ton. Join either my Discord or my Discord with Flash Gordon Watson for soccer. Follow me on social media like Twitter and Instagram, or sign up with BetUS if you need a sportsbook through my code below. As always, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the window. Let's have a great college basketball season. Go Billikens, and I will see you all soon. Until then, Oaks out. Doses. We outside!